All right, we're going to review what we talked about from lesson 5, or from chapter 5 so far. The first part, this is from worksheet 5.1. The first part of the lesson we talked about fractions, and this worksheet helps you to compare fractions. Let's look at number 3 again. -2/3 and -5/6. Okay. Noah, you said the common denominator was 6ths, right?
I believe so.
Yep. So we'd rewrite -2/3 as?
-4/6.
-4/6. Now, if we compare -4/6 and -5/6, how do we know which one is bigger or smaller? Or, I'm sorry, less or greater than? Which one is less? Chase?
5/6.
The -5/6, yeah. So which symbol would we put in then? Yeah. Say it again, Keyshawn. It's a greater than. -4/6 is greater than -5/6. Why? John?
Because it's farther away from 0.
Yeah, because -5/6 is farther away from 0, and it's on the left side of 0 on a number line. Right? So the further to the left a number is on the number line, the less value it has. The further to the right it is, the greater the value. Right? So in this case, -4/6 is to the right of -5/6 on the number line, or it's greater than, right? Let's do one more. Let's do number 7. Number 7 together. What's number 7? Kira?
What are the numbers for it?
Yeah, what are the numbers for it?
-11/20ths and -22/40ths.
All right.
Well, a common denominator would be 40, and it would be -22/40ths.
-22/40. Now, also, notice when you're comparing the fractions, notice where I put the minus sign, or the negative sign, okay? If you're comparing numbers, it's helpful to put that in the numerator, okay? Now, it doesn't matter exactly where it goes. You can put the negative sign anywhere, and it makes the whole fraction negative. But if it's 22 over -40 and -22/40, it's just helpful to think of the top number as being negative. Okay? Now, what does this show? These are what?
It's equal.
These are equal, right. These are equal. Okay? All right, for homework, all I want you to do is the left side, just the odds going down on this page. Okay?
Wait, just on this page?
Just the odds.
Oh,
Let's go to 5-2.
we've already done all of them.
Good practice. All right, you should have waited and stay with the class, okay? I'm not going to give you all of these. Go to lesson 5-2. Yeah, later. Lesson 5-2. This one is about repeating decimals, changing fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. So we talked about this before. When you're reading a decimal, the last digit of the decimal tells you the denominator. You can write the number and use the last digit as your denominator. So 4/10 gives you 4/10. right? Look at this one, 375 thousandths, this decimal. When you read that, 375 thousandths gives you that fraction, 375 over 1,000. But then if you reduced it, you would end up with 3/8. Remember that? Okay. So to review, you change a fraction to a decimal by dividing 3 by 8. And you would change a decimal to a fraction by first reading it, writing it as a fraction, and then reducing it to lowest terms. Okay? Now, on your worksheet, it gives you some repeating decimals. Okay? So the first one, 63 hundredths repeating. Right? Now, it says, it helps you figure out what that would be as a fraction. Okay? Now, a simple way to do this is to write 63 over 100, but take away 1 from the denominator. So make this 63 over 99. Okay. 63 over 99.
99.
And then reduce it to what's 63? Divide both by what?
2, 3.
9.
Oh, that'll be
7 over 11. Isn't that like a gas station?
7-Eleven
It
is.
is. Yep.
Yay.
That gas station.
Hunter, you know
Okay.
gas stations.
So again,
Lord John.
okay, quiet please. Do just the odd problems going down. 1, 3, and 5. Okay.
I like James's spice.
Yeah, what the heck is all this
No,
stuff
this
here?
one.
Your mom.
No. Yes.
How you?
What is? Yeah, like how do you this?
Okay. Just wait. Just wait. Yep. You just
All of this.
just put it next to just put it next to the question.
Like kind of
Just
draw a
yeah. Just put it next to the question.
Just like
Okay.
the bottom. Right there.
Yep. Let's go on to 5-3.
What are we supposed to do for the
5-3.
So what are you supposed to do?
Just put it next to the question. Okay. Let's move on to 5-3. 5-3 is reviewing adding and subtracting fractions. So whenever you're adding and subtracting fractions or mixed numbers, you have to use a common denominator. Okay? Look at number 1. 2 4/5 minus 1 1/10. Now, whenever you're using fractions, it's really helpful to write them one over the other rather than writing them across. Okay? Because when you write the equivalent fraction, you're going to write this next to it. Right? You're going to write this as 2 8/10. And then you really don't even have to rewrite this one. But it gives you a space to write that if you move it over. And then you can keep this one where it is. Or you can write another fraction next to it. So, Then you can subtract the fractions first. 7/10 and subtract the whole numbers. Right? 1 7/10. What would that be as a decimal? Joey? 1.7. Yep. Next one down, number 3. What would you do with number 3? Isaac?
Turn it like 36, 18, 9, 18.
Yep. So read the question for us first. 5 1/9.
5 and 9.
Minus. Two and 5, 6.
Negative. Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
Then rewrite it. Five and what?
5 and 4.
2/18 and 2 and 15/18. But we can't do 2 pieces, take away 15, can we? So we have to rewrite this again, but we have to take one of the wholes and then add, we're taking that whole and cutting it into how many pieces? 18, so we're going to put plus 18 here, which is 20/18 minus 2 and 15. Now, do you see why we wrote it going up and down, and then we can put the equivalent fractions going across? Right?
Yes.
So that's why that's helpful. And now we can subtract. 2/18. 2 and 2/18, except we'd have to make that what? Simplest form, which is 2 and 1/9. Yep. Any questions on that?
Nope. Wait, yes. Are we gonna have to do numbers?
Nope, just the odds on that one again. Okay?
Just gonna take the odds for next one.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to review with you today. Finish up all the odds for the first 3 pages.
Alright, well, I don't know.
Okay?